gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of the Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot, and I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. I just had a chuckle here for a second. Somebody in my comments said something extremely silly. I just thought it was hilarious. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing Prom Queen, and that is the 4th installment of the Fear Street series that we have on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive, right? These are books based off R.L. Stine's work. They have adapted these books into film. So, like I said, this is the 4th installment. This is set in 1988. Fear Street, Prom Queen it is. And I started watching this movie a little bit last week, got about 70 to 75% through the movie, stopped there, had some other things to do, and then I finished up the last 25% last night, and still holds up well to me. I thought it was a fun slasher, doesn't take itself too seriously. A lot of the kills are cool, some of them are unexpected. It has a serious tone to it, and there are some humorous one-liners, but it doesn't take away from the seriousness of the film. I feel like they fit in perfectly. Like I said, some of these kills are really cool. They're not like the most creative kills because it is like a slasher, and it's really just, borrowing from those 1980s tropes that you've seen in slashers before. I thought the soundtrack and the music for the film was really good. I know Netflix paid a lot of money just to get access to a lot of that music as far as licensing goes, because it has a lot of big 80s songs. If you're into music from the 80s, there are a ton of tunes that you are going to recognize, so they did really good with that. I thought maybe that might have been the better aspects of the film, to be honest. The film is shot pretty good. I thought the production quality was fine. It stacks up with the rest of the Fear Street series. They are done very well. You could argue that they're episodic in a sense, but they're shot well enough that they actually play like films that you could see in theater. But you have to keep in mind that it is Netflix. So when you are watching these movies, specifically Netflix productions, they're not going to be quite the quality of something that you'd see on the big screen in theater, and not necessarily that everything in theater is super high quality, but with Netflix I've noticed that there's a little difference, especially depending on how they direct the film, the budget that they had allotted for the film, so on and so forth. A film that just released on Netflix was Havoc, which I was not fond of. I didn't even finish it. I need to go through and finish it, but just the first 10 minutes of the film are so bad to watch. It's just like, wow, yeah, this looks like a Netflix production, and Fear Street, in my opinion, blows it out the water when it comes to quality of film. I thought the acting was fine, not the best acting in the world, but good enough for a film like this. There were some solid twists in this film. I don't want to give away too many spoilers and plot details, but there was a few twists in this movie that I thought were good, and they were well timed. And also not so much jump scares, but some kills that appear on screen that happen when you don't expect them to happen. So there's an element of surprise there. I thought for a production like this, the VFX and the special effects were pretty good for it. There are some gruesome scenes when some of these people do get killed off or injured, and that all builds up to the finale of the film, which I thought was well put together and well written. Big twist at the end there, and then a very dark ending. There's also, I want to say, a mid-credit scene that you might want to look into, which is a scene that just wraps up the movie in its entirety. And overall, I think the movie's a good watch. Runs about an hour and a half, so it's pretty lean and mean, and the pacing was handled decent enough. As I said earlier, not so much that it's all serious. There are some comedic sections within the film that balance things out, but I feel like overall, a decent little Netflix film and a fun time just watching something at home if there's nothing else going on. And so with that being said, I give Fear Street Prom Queen a 75 out of 100. 7.5, ladies and gents. Definitely recommend it. Go ahead and watch it for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. I'm definitely interested to hear your comments. I know Rotten Tomatoes killed this film, but I don't know, maybe those people didn't even watch it. Sometimes you have to check those people's homework. They review a lot of things that they don't even watch, so very odd there what's going on with that reviewer community. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is my review for Fear Street Prom Queen. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot. Like this video and ring the bell for notifications. Be safe, it's Neff signing off.